Hello everyone, xHedra here, bringing you episode 65 of Modern Skyblock 3D Parted, a mod pack by Emoziwa Gamer. So, in the last episode, I finally got a villager who would accept my contract. So I captured him immediately and I put him into the golden lasso, and I got my chunk loading ward, which means that extra utility is completely finished. Let's just go check on that. So extra utilities right here, completely finished. I just didn't claim that quest because I wanted to wait to do it with you guys. And another bad reward because we are receivers of bad rewards. I don't know if everyone else gets the same bad rewards, but it's a joke. So let's get rid of all of these things because we don't really care about them. And now, you know what? Don't need that chunk loading ward right now. Don't need those golden lasso, so let's get rid of that also. Okay, I have a real problem. Power. There is a bug with Immersive Engineering in the latest version of Java. I went back 4 versions, and I cannot get this to work. The only thing I really can't change is the version of Immersive Engineering, which means that everything works except connecting AF wire to AF transformer. I don't know why, and there's nothing right now we can do about it. I might play around with a version of Immersive Engineering and update, but that's really not what I want to do. Like, I don't want to have to start playing with things. So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to start the next level of my base here in this corner. Why am I going to start it here? Because the HV wire still works. So I'll be able to connect HV wires to a different power system. And from that different power system, I'll be able to get powers from my machine. The only bad things from being here is that all of my resources are over there. So there will always have to be a back and forth. But what I've decided, looking into this right here, on this line, we have Thalmic Wizardry that I don't really want to start right now. Chickens, which is the worst placed item ever because chicken is dependent on reborn technology, which is really dumb. Like, I want to get this done, but I need this first. That means I need to finish Advanced Mechanism Dense Plastic and the Boiler and Industrial Revolution Mining Laser and Stonework Factory. Also for my power, I want to get into Thermal, because Thermal has these. Let's just do a quick search. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking in my other playthrough. So Thermal has these battery. So I can't do the higher level batteries, unfortunately. Like, those are locked, and either they're locked until I unlock more things, or they're completely locked. But this basic energy cell is not locked. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, and I checked in my other playthrough, is that they connect to these cable, these LV wire, HV capacitor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect these. I'm going to put a couple of batteries here that I'm going to connect. And then I'm going to use, I keep hitting the wrong thing. And then I'm going to use some Leadstone flux duct to just bring power around. It's 1000 RF per tick, which is not ideal, but at least it will get all of my machinery to work. And this is just redstone and some lead, and we'll just be able to start working. So my machines are going to be here because I don't want to have 5,000 million cables going all over the place. So I'll just have some batteries here, and I'll make it go underground, and I'll bring power to many different places here. So what I'm going to get started on today, I'm going to get started on Advanced Mechanism and on a little bit of thermal machinery just to be able to get this battery. I might even look at this dynamo, although I have so much power that it doesn't really matter. I also want to get into thermal machinery because I'm going to need some obsidian. And the only way I have of making obsidian right now is this way. This machine, this refrigeration unit, I don't want to use that anymore. I don't want to have to craft all of these annoying things. So if I don't want to craft any of these annoying things, all it leaves me with is actually finding a different method. So if we search for obsidian, here's what you can do. You can do mystical agriculture or UU matter, which are two things that we don't have access to yet. Or, oh, come on. Or we can do this compressor that we don't have, the starlight transmutation, that liquid magma gets transmuted, but I don't know, like, I don't know that it's a good thing. Liquid magma is not easy to get anyway. If you look at liquid magma, I still have to craft all of these magma cream or mechanical drying basin. But anyway, that's kind of complicated. This is the refrigerator that I don't want to use, the mob disassembler on Enderman. A chicken would be nice, but the obsidian chicken is lava and water is snowball and gunpowder is sand and flint is router reborn, so that we can get the first chickens. So that's not a route. So the next way is blaze mesh around this. Blaze mesh is 9 blaze powder, and you have to place it and you have to weight it, and you guys know that collecting obsidian is not that fun because it's long to break. Well, that's not a good thing. I don't have the alchemy table from Blunt Magic. Loot bag hasn't been giving me any, so there's a combiner in Mekanism, but it combines crushed obsidian, and all of these obsidian dust or whatever, you need obsidian to get it from to begin. That's not a real recipe, it's just removing obsidian from a crate. What leaves us is an aether freezable that we don't have, acastry, the eggs, which I would like but I can't, the void resource miner that we haven't gotten into yet, and I don't even know if we're going to get into, the flawless calculator, which is just annoying. I don't even know what this analysis chamber is, or this pressurizer, use something that already exists, or we could use world transmutation by putting water on lava. All of them bad choice. So the best choice of all by far is this thermal expansion igneous extruder. So I'm going to be doing that for sure. Also, the other thing that we need for Mekanism is a lot of steel. So what I want to do right now is grab 6 stacks of charcoal, sorry, and I want to put it in here and start just making some coal that we're going to continue transforming into coal coke. Oh, I can get one more stack, one moment. So in here, and I'm going to wait just to grab 2 stacks because I put the equivalent of 6 stacks. Oh, one's enough because it's going to fill. So let's go back here and restart the coal coke. The reason I want to make coal coke is that this is like a 2-step process. You put it in this furnace to make coal coke, which gives us coal coke, that I can then use in this furnace to make steel, which I need to restart right now because as you'll see, we don't have that much steel. We have 16 steel. Plus whatever's in this chest. I think I have maybe a stack total. Let me just check what I have in here. Please tell me I still have some 59. So I have a stack in 11. That's really not a lot for Mekanism. Another thing that Mekanism uses a lot of is osmium. And one thing, as you've seen with my power, that I'm going to need a lot of is lead. So if I look at my lead here, I have 750, which is not so bad, but it's not perfect either. And osmium, the last time I used osmium was in my in my thingy back here. My tinker setup. Do I have obsidian? 60. So that's not even worth it. Like, I'm gonna need way more osmium than this, like a crazy more amount. Everything takes osmium in this, and even though it doesn't look like it, well, these enriched alloy, no, not these one. Let's just look at what you can do with osmium. So osmium, you can transform into. I just need to get to the Mekanism machine to be able to show you. So these basic control circuit, and we need a lot of basic control circuit. But I'm going to explain all of this today. We're going to get through enough so that we can start talking about Mekanism. Mekanism, by the way, is one really cool mod. So, osmium, alchemical something, osmium alch, right here. Osmium alchemical ore dust. So I need either some osmium dust or glowstone dust and clay and glowstone dust. So let's see how much I have of these. I have 847. I'd like to make 2 batch. I don't know if I have enough clay though. 6 clay, yes. I am 1 with the clay. I have a lot of, no, I don't really have a lot of clay. What can I do? You know what? I need clay really bad, and you get clay. How do I get clay? By injecting water into dirt, right? Let's just search if there's another way to get clay, because I want a lot more clay. So I can get clay this way. Starlight transfusion, infusion. Maybe I should look at, but this is so long, you can't really automate that. So that's not necessarily a good thing. Alchemy table, sludge refiner, injection chamber. Ooh, injection chamber. Yeah, no, not interesting. So it's really this old method, or starlight infusion. I'm just going to go and try it. I'm really curious to see, and I need to know if it's automatable. That's one thing that I've never checked with the starlight infusion. I don't know if there's a way to maybe use a hopper and put this in here. It's not automatable. You know why it's not automatable? Because you need to hit it with the resonating wand every time. Yeah, so that is not a good method. I am not going to stay here and just get clay this way. This is ridiculous. The one thing though, so let's just take 1 second and look at it. We're about learning new things, so we might as well try to learn new things. Let's go into knowledge. Maybe it's knowledge of radiance. I'm looking for the starlight transmutation. So containment chalice, not in here. It's not in radiance. Can I just search for transmutation? Transmutation. Huh. Oh, Project E. That would be so great. What about starlight? Starlight crafting, starlight infuser. Okay, I'm guessing it might be something that's locked. We'll just search a little bit more because we haven't really tried. So what's in here? Ritual acceleration, pedestal, attunement, alignment perks, attunements. Focused starlight. Maybe that's what it is. Having iron shimmer in a blue color is nice, but these focus beam of starlight are more useful than that. Yeah, no, that's not a lot of information. Let's look one more time. It really looks like the right machine though. These beams are focused form of starlight. They made the many device rituals and altered that need to collect starlight by themselves will benefit from a more steady and gathered amount of starlight than they could gather on their own, improving their performance. Focused maybe? No. At Astral. I'm just going to see if I can see that. How is at Astral just bringing me that back? This is weird. It doesn't seem like enough machinery unless the rest is locked still. And I cannot find the machine stellar refraction table. Ugh, that's nope. That doesn't seem like the right machine. So I don't see the machine here. I'm going to do some more research on my... Oh, right here. Lens. Maybe that's it. So maybe that's worth engraved infused wood. Infused wood plank? Infused, how do I get infused wood? Well, I don't. I'm going to put that aside and I'm going to research it on my own time. It doesn't seem like the right and easy thing to do. So I'm still stuck on the clay, and I can do clay the old way, and I really need some, I really do need some new... Words are hard today. I really do need some osmium, so I'm just going to make a little bit of it, even though I would prefer doing other things and just finding an automated way. So let's just do this quickly. Let's go, let's go. Whew, I thought I was going to fall. And just the whole way. I like how this doesn't update as fast as I'm walking. But they all worked. So now let's collect this. And... and you know what? It might be enough. I might have 2 stacks of 64. I do. Perfect. So that didn't take so long, and I guess it's the best way of doing it right now. So let's get rid of things we don't need, and we're going to go and start the osmium process. Get rid of all of this. You know what? I'm going to grab 2 more. Well, there's no point grabbing 2 more stacks. What am I talking about? I can only fit 1 stack of each material in here. And in here, I still have stuff. And in here, I don't have any. I need tertiary dust. I hope I'm not running out of. Ugh. Yes, I am running out of tertiary dust, which means I'm going to have to craft some more of that. And that was annoying, but I guess I don't really have a choice because, like I said, I'm going to need a lot of this. No, that's not where I want to put the 32. Let's keep 8 in here. Let's put the 32 in here. And let's just start this osmium. Everything that I can get osmium-wise is going to be good right now. Perfect. And perfect. Wow, that's a lot of iron. So I'm not going to have an iron problem anytime soon. So I've started osmium, I've started steel, I also have to start lead. Let's not forget lead. Lead alchemical. What is lead again? Lead is, oh come on. Lead is clay. It's, oh, really? How much clay do I have left? I have no clay left. So I guess let's do another 16. I can't even do 16 because that's not enough. I need to do another 32, which means my water gun's going to be empty, I'm guessing. So let's just go back here. I can't believe that the 2 resources I need a lot of are the 2 resources that uses exactly the same material. I'm going to have to work on some more. So this is totally a time-lapse thing. So I really need to do a little bit now. But you can be sure that at this end of this episode, I'm going to have to put a time lapse just to make more clay. And maybe try and figure out that starlight thing. Because it would really be cool to be able to just do clay magically from sand. And not have to waste time sitting. Not sitting, I mean manually clicking these things and doing these things. Because manual things at this point at the game, I should be manually building machine, but I shouldn't be manually harvesting resource. Perfect, so that's 32. And it's with a stack of this blaze powder, which I'm running out, and gunpowder, which I'm running out. Which means I also need to start my mob farm really sooner rather than later. So let's grab all of this coal, and let's do 1 stack here, and 1 stack here. That's going to give me 64, which means I can start this, not here, right here. So what was I making here? Oh, I was making the crystals. So this and this. So that should totally give me all of the lead ore that I need. Let's dump these things in here for now. And let's go back there and refill the coal coke machine. Perfect. I don't know. I don't know if this ever worked. Yes, it does work. So that's where I want to insert it. So let's do it this way. Insert this here. Grab whatever it created. It created 22. So in the time, wow, I burned through more than a stack of coal coke in the time that it made 22. And it only gave me 33 steel ingot, which means that each steel seems to use 2 coal coke. Arc furnace maybe? I think it's going to have to be something that I look into making the arc furnace, because the arc furnace lets you just cook steel straight up. But again, it's a machine that I don't need for the playthrough. That might just save me some time, so I'm not really inclined to get into that. But now that we've started everything that we want, before we go to the next step, we're going to do this. The cell. T has its own energy cell that can be upgraded in several ways. So it wants us to make an energy cell frame and then an energy cell basic. So we're going to need some lead. Let's grab some lead. We're going to need some redstone, of course. And I think that's it for... I think we're going to need some gold also. And I'm tired of never having gold in here. So, frame. Let's search for frame. It's right here at the bottom. So we need an energy cell frame, which needs a lead gear. Let's make it a lead gear. You know what? Let's make 4 of these battery. So 4. Then we need, what's the next step? This one. Next step is the actual frame. Let's do all 4. And then from the frame, we can make the battery. I'm going to need redstone conductance, which is electrum. Do I still have electrum? I'm not sure that I have electrum. Let's just go look into my... Oh, I'm stuck. Let's just go look into my Immersive Engineering chest, because that's where we made concentrator and electrum. Yes, I do have electrum. So I'll just grab, you know what, let's grab all 30 so I can bring them back here where I'm actually doing all of my crafting. So now we need some conductance coil. Let's look at this. 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we need some redstone block. And that's going to be 4 also. And now we should be able to make these 4 batteries. Haha, voila. And now let's put all of this in here. I want my osmium. That I want to keep on me because it's something that I do need. Okay, so these battery, first of all, they don't stack. And second of all, they're not that enormous. Let's claim the quest and let's do some wires, some cables for it. So leadstone, flux duct. So let's do all of it, 48. And let's go back and connect all of this. I'm going to need some LV wires and some LV connector. So let's just remove this and keep some space for my LV wires and LV connectors. So LV wire connector, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then LV wires, no, not HV, LV. Oh, sorry, I don't want LV, I want HV. What am I talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4. And where are my HV connector? You know what? HV. Show me what I'm not seeing. Oh, no, those are relays. Really, am I out of HV? I think I'm out of HV wire connector. HV wire connector. Let's craft 2 stacks. And let's put half of it back in here. And then I can stop this. Let's just go back and connect these things because now I'm going to have power for my machine. So like I said, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. And blue means in, orange means out. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to connect these to... Where can I connect? Oh, I need to connect them to a relay. Like this. Oh, hello. It did connect. I just have to be careful not to touch any of these cable because right now there's a lot of power going through these. And right here. So this is not the most optimal because they're all charging from the same source and they're not... Oh, wow. Okay, so they're going really well and there's 2 million that can fit in here. But now that I have this done, look at this. I can just connect these. Oh, it didn't connect. Why not? Because it's not an output mode. So the way you configure them is you go to configuration here, and this is the bottom, this is the top, this is the front, left, right, and that's the back. So front, if I put in output mode, as you saw, the moment that I finished putting in output mode, it automatically connected. Wow. Block lag, again. But anyway, so now technically, this is very ugly and I don't want to do this normally, but now I can do this and have 3 machines connected here. I'm going to pass those cable from the bottom, like from under, because it's really ugly this way. But this is just to give you an example quickly so that we can get started. Where did I get rid of my pickaxe? I hope it's not something that I ended up throwing my pickaxe on the ground. Like, this is kind of worrying because it was a good pickaxe. Let me just, sorry if I'm pausing, but I really need to find my pickaxe because this is not funny. This is my best pickaxe and I need it for the rest of the playthrough. I don't want to be making tools that I've already made. So let's just go and take a quick look, see if I can find it. and waste some time. Not here. So there's only 2 more places that I've put stuff recently. In here, where's my pickaxe? I really can't see it. So if it's here, I'm not seeing it. That's where I put my pickaxe. Good thing I went hunting for it, because I would have lost it. Because when you leave something on the ground, it despawns. That's really sad of me. I'm really sad that I made this kind of mistake. But anyway, so let's put all of this in here, and let's just make sure that everything's going. Osmium, osmium, lead. I'm going to put the osmium on this side because I don't know why. I'm not sure why, but it seems that it's always making this. How is there a block? I never replaced this, really. And it made osmium ore this way. Ugh. Yeah, okay, that's not what I want. I'm going to put the lead after here because this is not the kind of ore that I want. What can I do with this osmium ore? Osmium ore. I can make 2 out of it if I use a special method. This is only 1. Like, this is really not the ideal way of making osmium. But if I melt it, it's going to give me 2. So you know what? I'm just going to go throw this in the tinker. And where did you come from, my friend? Like, I don't know if you noticed, but last episode in the time-lapse, I went through and started putting some torches everywhere that I could think of, just so that I wouldn't have any spawn. And just as I do that and I come back, I do get spawns. So I really don't understand what's the weird thing that's going on here. That's really just weird. I'm sure there must be a spawnable point somewhere, but I don't know where. And right now, I don't want to waste the time for that. I'm going to do that in my time lapse. So let's get rid of this. And now we're ready to start. So I have power from the cell. And I want now an igneous extruder because I want to be able to make obsidian. So the igneous extruder, igneous extruder, is made with some copper gear, a redstone receptacle, some invar. Do I have invar in here? Oh yes, I still have some invar left. So invar is a big thing in Thermal Foundation, and we're going to have to make some more, but we're going to have an easier way of making some soon. I don't want to waste any time on that right now. I really am out of redstone. Wow. So I'm going to have to make a big batch of redstone. I'm taking notes of things that I'm going to have to do in my time lapse because, like I said, I don't want to get stuck on anything. I need a machine frame. Okay, so that was one of the quests. So now I'm missing tin. So not silver. You know what? Let's grab silver also, just so I have some in this chest. So let's make a tin gear for this machine frame. And by the way, like I was just saying, this is also one of the quests. So 1 tin gear, let's build a machine frame because every machine in Thermal Foundation needs one of those frames. So let's get rid of this. And that's a quest completed, machine frame, right here. And that's the one we just looked at. The machine frame is needed for crafting TE machine. So let's go back. Oh, not back here. What am I doing? So let's now build the igneous extruder. And let's go back here and I'll show you about the igneous extruder. So if I put the igneous extruder here, it's getting power. And now it needs water and lava. And with water and lava, it's going to make obsidian. I just want to show you an example. So we're going to do 1. But I'm going to have to set that up probably in my time lapse because it's going to take a little while to set up. Because 1, I have to bring lava to it, like using this chest, this ender tank. And then I need to also set up a water, a machine that will get water for me. So you put water, you put lava, and you look into it, and it uses all of it to make 1 obsidian. So it's expensive, but it's as expensive as this one minus the water, and we all can agree on water is free. Water costs nothing other than making a machine for it. So let's grab this obsidian. And now that I've shown you all of the parts that I need for getting into Mekanism, let's actually get started with Mekanism. And Mekanism, it's a really cool mod. I like the whole technology aspect of it, but the most amazing things of it are the factories. The factories are just one of the best thing that they've done. So first we need a steel casing. We're going to need a lot of steel casing, but since we don't have a lot of steel and we don't have a lot of osmium, let's do 4 for now. And I'm going to grab all of this and leave the glass there. So that's one quest. Back, go to mechanism. Advanced mechanism and steel casing. The steel casing is needed for crafting almost all mechanism machine. Perfect, we got that one. And that wants to get us started with machines. It wants us to get us started with enrichment chamber and metallurgic infusion. So let's do the metallurgic infusion first. The metallurgic infuser is used for making all the different alloys needed for crafting all the different mechanism machine. So that seems like something that we should start with. I'm going to do metallurgic infuser. Very simple machine. Going to need a couple of furnace. So let's just craft more than less because I know we need it for other machine. And we're going to make one metallurgic infuser. And that's the beauty of this mod. You will never really need more than one because I'm going to show you something really cool. I think I'm actually more excited about this than actually extra utilities because this is actual machinery, industrial revolution style stuff. So let's do an enrichment chamber also. The enrichment chamber can double the output of gem ores. And it's kind of important because as you'll see, they'll work together. So I need an enrichment chamber. Oh, I can't. That's why. Okay. So I can't because I don't have the basic control circuit. Now I remember this. So this is kind of annoying, but the first time you do this, you're going to have to waste a little to get a little. So let's grab 2 redstone. And we're going to go back here and we're going to connect our first mechanism machine. The metallurgic infuser is going to connect right here. And now we need to infuse stuff. So this basic circuit that we need 2 of these basic control circuit. You need to have redstone and an osmium ingot. So the way this works is if I take 1 redstone and put it in here, it gives me 10 redstone. I want 2, so let's put 2, which gives me 20. And now I can put 2 osmium ingot, and those 2 osmium ingot, listen to the sound of this machine. It's really, like, the sounds are really good in this mod. So it turns into a basic control circuit. And then we're going to get 2 of those. And I don't want to make more than that for now because I want to show you why the other machine's important. So that completed that quest, and now we can come back and we can say, give me an enrichment chamber, just 1. And that one used the core. But, and that's why this machine is important, now we're going to take 8 redstone, and we're going to go back there, plug this machine in, and I'm going to put the redstone in the enrichment chamber. It's going to enrich the redstone, okay? Each redstone that it enrich is going to give us a weird little square compressed redstone. When you put a compressed redstone in here, you get 80. So it's a multiplier by 8, which means that now I can put 8 ingot in here to get 8 basic circuit. Like that's really, like that's a lot. Honestly, it's one of those things that you multiply your resource by a lot. It might not seem to matter that much with redstone, but there are other things we're going to need. So let's claim this and let's hit back. And now we've also finished this one. So let's claim this one. And now let's look at this. Compressed materials. It wants us to do compressed redstone, compressed diamond, compressed obsidian, and compressed carbon. So you see, it's going to, for the diamond, this is massive. You know how much problem I'm having with diamonds these days. And basically, this is going to make it so that my diamonds are worth 8 times what they are. So I'm pretty sure we can all agree on saying that this will make an enormous difference. So let me grab these 5, and I'm going to start 8 coal. And I'm going to go back here, and now I'm going to grab some diamond. The diamond, I don't want to do that many. I want to do 2, just 2 for now because expensive. But the diamond, so let's look at the diamond. The diamond plate, I don't remember the name. Are they compressed? Is it compressed diamond? It's that right here. Found it. Compressed diamond. So I can enrich directly a diamond. Oh no, it's not diamond. That's weird. The weird one is the obsidian. So compressed obsidian. Compressed obsidian is weird because you don't get it with obsidian. You get it with refined obsidian dust. How do you get refined obsidian dust? By breaking down a refined obsidian ingot. Well, that I can tell you right now, it's not the way. By infusing obsidian dust. So basically, my diamond that I just made, I'm going to need it to transform some obsidian dust. So obsidian dust is really expensive. And the obsidian dust I get, let's just search for obsidian dust, because there's multiple ways of getting obsidian dust. No, not the refined. So this obsidian dust I get from enrichment chamber will give me 2 with an obsidian. Crusher will only do it from a refined, so that's not a way. What about this obsidian dust? The grinder would give me 4. So I would really like a grinder right now, but the pulverizer only 1. So right now the only method I have for me is the enrichment. So everything's going to be enrichment, enrichment, enrichment. Let's go back here. I don't know if I still have some obsidian. I really hope I do, because I'd like to get 8. Nope. Let's just go here. I'm going to start my diamonds, and I'm going to go look for obsidian again. So here I'm going to put 2 diamonds in here, so those get enriched. And I'm going to come back here and hope I... Hello, Mr. Piggy. Obsidian. Hope I can find some obsidian here. So that's black wool. And that's 2 obsidian. Ah, come on. Nope. Nothing here. Okay, so I really have no cool way of making obsidian right now. Let me just come here. I really want the 8 obsidian because we're going to need some, and until we've set the machine, I'm going to need my lava. I thought I put the lava up here. Do you guys remember where? Oh, right here. Right here is my lava. So don't really need it here because I'm not using my tinker machine that much. While I'm here, let's just get started with my osmium. Oh, can I really make 1 block? 1 block and 1 ingot. So let's get that started, and I'll come back and grab it later. And here we're just going to get 2 buckets of water. Let's go back here and let's just start this extruder 1 second. So quickly, I do have this. I don't know what that's going to do. What if I block it here? Is that making infinite water? Oh, yes it is. Okay. So that's a weird setup. I just want to be able to put some water in it. So 4. That's going to be 4, sorry. It's going to be 5 and 6. Oh, I'm at the maximum of water it can do. Derp. So let's just go with lava now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 water. That's going to be 6 water. 5, 6. And that's 8 obsidian. So the reason I wanted 8 obsidian is that now that I have my compressed diamond, I'm going to put 1 compressed diamond here. And... whoa, wait a moment. I'm just want to make sure, because like I said, this is expensive. I don't want to waste anything. So the compressor, the enrichment chamber is going to give me 2. Sorry. So I need to put 4 in here. Well, now I made too much obsidian, which is really not a problem, but I made too much obsidian for what I was trying to do to show you. So basically, I want to get 8 of these because I need to enrich them. And since my diamonds are 80 per, I want to use all of the diamond to enrich them. So I'm going to get my 8 first. And this should be the last thing that we needed compressed. You know what? I can already get this process started. So let's put 4. Oh, the sound of these two machines. Like, this is one of the mods that I like the sound so much that I'm never worried about actually turning it down or turning it off. So we have refined obsidian dust, which is not enough, because now the refined obsidian dust needs to go through a... Nope. Through an enrichment chamber to get some compressed obsidian. I'm just going to get 2 compressed obsidian. I'm not that worried about compressed obsidian for now. I need more of the refined obsidian than I need compressed obsidian right now. This is almost finished. I'm just waiting for this to finish. And obsidian dust by itself does nothing. So obsidian dust is something that you always end up turning into refined obsidian dust. So we're just going to wait for 1 here so that we can complete this quest. And we're going to go to basic factory and enrich alloy because I'm really excited about showing you the basic factory. Like I said, it's probably the reason why I love this mod the most. So enrich alloy. Enrich alloy is the simplest alloy made in the metallurgical infuser, consisting of only redstone and iron. So let me grab that, which is going to complete a quest, and also grab that. Now I need some iron for the next part. So let's go back here, and I'm going to steal a bit of iron from here because I know I have a lot here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I do everything in multiple of 8 because basically, we're searching for my words, because basically my compressed stuff is always 8. So when I come here and I put 1 compressed redstone, it gives me 80, and it used tens per transformation. So this is just transforming 1 iron ingot at a time. While we're waiting for this, I'm just going to get rid of this and put it in here, and get this and put it here. I just want to get rid of as much as possible. And like I said, see, now this is just going to be the easy and fast way to get obsidian. I just need to connect everything. I'm going to move it in a corner there, and I'm going to connect it, and it's going to be amazing. So these enrich alloy, I'm going to grab the 4th one, and once I have 4, we're going to go do a little bit of crafting. I think 4 will be enough for what I want to show you. Hopefully I'm right. So let's go back here. Quest completed. And I'm going to grab the reward. And I'm just going to put all of the reward in here for now, because they're taking a lot of space and they're preventing me from being able to show you what I want to show you. Perfect. So now, oh, I also forgot to claim that one. So let's claim that one. Get rid of this also. And now let's look at the next quest. So the next quest is, look at everything that opened up. Like, it's crazy good. Now everything's open. There's so many things to do, but we're going to have to take it one at a time. And I really want to show you the factory because that's one of the most cool thing, I think. Basic factory. The basic tier installer turns your regular mechanism machine into basic factories. What does that mean? Let's make a factory. Tier 1. What are they called? Not sure. Tier. No, tier was obviously basic tier installer. So let's search tier installer instead. So basic tier installer is 2 basic control circuit with all of this. Let's just craft 1. Just 1 for now. We're going to need more than 1, but for now. So basic tier 1 is done. Let's grab this reward. And I don't know if I have enough to do the advanced tier installer. The advanced tier installer, upgrade your basic factory to advanced factory. So now let's look at the advanced tier installer. The advanced tier installer needs these 4 enrich alloy. We have these enrich alloy. It needs also advanced control circuit. How do we make advanced control circuit? Well, it's 2 enrich alloy around a basic control circuit. So let's do 2 of those. Now the problem is I'm still missing the 4 enrich alloy. So let's go back here. And we're going to grab the 4 basic alloy, enriched alloy that we've made. And now I'm going to show you the upgrade. So see this machine. I have 1 input for this and 1 transformation path. Let me take the basic tier installer and let's transform this into a factory. Look, it's going to change. looks like a different machine. And when you click on it, triple the power. So now, if I put 1 compressed redstone, I still need some iron. So let's go back and steal some more iron from here. And honestly, I'm probably would be better to just bring some iron next time. So I'll try to remember next time that I need to bring some iron. But now, and I'm going to put 2 redstone, I want 16. If I put this in here, all 16s go here, or I can say auto sort. And voila, it splits around all 3. It uses more power, but it goes 3 times as fast. Now, my 1K RF lead duct is enough to power this for now. So we're good with this. I'm just going to wait for the 4th one. And now that I have the 4th one, I can come back here and we can complete, I think we can complete 2 quests with this. Because, not this, no, okay, it's only going to be 1 quest. So let's do the advanced tier, like this, which needed 2 osmium and those 2 machine. And while we're here, let's just take a look. I want to make sure that the, this is, oh wow, yeah, everything's going super well. I'm getting all of the resources that I need, and there's still a lot of osmium being produced. So now I have an advanced tier. I'll be honest with you guys, I really don't want to put the advanced tier on this machine because I don't think that it needs it, but just to show you, I'm going to. In Mekanism, there are a lot of machines. So if I look at Mekanism, there's all of these machines: osmium compressor, enrichment chamber, combiner, crusher. So the crusher is basically like the crusher from which mod? From Actually Edition. But as you transform it as a factory, it becomes an enormous crusher. Then you have the basic smelting factory. Smelting. So I can get one, I think, with 8. There's just like, it's just amazing the machine that you get. And this is the machine I would like to use it on, but I'll show you that right now. So now it's 3. If I install this tier, it now becomes different look and also can hold more power. But now see, it had 2. So the single tier is 1. With the second tier, you have 2. With the next tier, you add another 2. And guys, there's an elite tier and there's an ultimate tier. So I think if I remember correctly, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can get to processing 9 at a time. But this ultimate and elite tier, they are really expensive. So I don't know, I can't say that it's really worth going to that step. Especially if we can't keep it powered, because don't forget, at some point it's going to be using, see now it's going to be using 50 kilojoule per when all 5 are working. So I don't know that my cable provides enough power. So it's really a question of balance. Okay, so next it wants us to do an osmium compressor. Osmium compressor is used for making refined obsidian and glowstone ingot. Refined obsidian is important. I'll show you why in a moment. Like, this is what I'm getting to. I want to finish the episode on that. And here we have reinforced alloy. Reinforced alloy is enriched alloy infused with diamonds. So these enriched alloy and this diamond, if I put it back in this machine and I push those back in, they transform again. They have a second level. So that's why I say this becomes expensive. This simple enriched alloy now becomes a reinforced alloy. And if I R-click on reinforced alloy, well, you can get really good pipes. You know, the Mekanism pipe, I'm thinking might be the best pipe that exists. I'm just not 100% sure. But see those? Power also. So I could deal with those with power, but I needed power to get there, which is why I did the other way of doing power first. We need it for the elite tier installer and for all of these machines. I'm just going through, ooh, these fluid tank. I love these fluid tank. We're going to be making Mekanism fluid tank for a lot of things. The other reason you need them is that now with refined obsidian, they can also become the atomic alloy. And the atomic alloy, is that the final? Yeah, that's the final level. So the atomic alloy are used to make the ultimate tier installer and some machinery, and also to make the ultimate control circuit. Look at this tank, 112 bucket in a tank that's as small as this little corner. So that's really amazing. Well, let's grab that and let's go back. We're going to make our alloy or osmium something something something, and I'm going to show you why I wanted to get here. Like, that to me is the most important thing that we're going to get from Mekanism. So osmium something, osmium compressor. So I need, what am I missing? I'm missing these two, so let's make 2 of those. And now osmium compressor, I already have the 2 bucket which are used, so now I'm going to have to make more bucket, but it doesn't really matter. We're just going to complete this. Hello? Oh, it's the one that I've already taken. So this quest, I need a next step. Refined obsidian ingot and glowstone ingot. So refined obsidian ingot. Refined obsidian ingot is done in an osmium compressor, refined obsidian dust, and an osmium ingot. So that's really expensive. It's one obsidian that was enriched and then refined, and then the osmium ingot. And the glowstone now, glowstone. The glowstone is a glowstone for sure with an osmium. So let's just do one of each for now. One of this, and let's go back. We're going to install the machine, and I'm going to show you these 2 things. So we're going, you know what? I'm going to grab from the next machine here. So the next power cell here. Like this. Let's put this right here. Perfect. So I'm going to put 2 osmium ingot in here. I'm going to put some glowstone dust and wait for this one to transform. And then I'm going to put all 6 refined obsidian. Listen to that sound. I just love it. Like, just weird. Like, you're wondering, what are these machines doing? And now we get a refined obsidian ingot, which is going to complete the last quest that I wanted to do today. And now I'm going to show you why this was important. Why are we going to need a ton of obsidian? Because of these refined obsidian ingot. These refined obsidian ingot can do, you know what? Let's just do the search this way. Refined obsidian. It's going to let us craft the refined obsidian casing, which is 8 refined obsidian and a refined obsidian gear. But look at this casing. Efficiency of 1,240%. This is a massive power jump. I haven't crafted it in my other playthrough, so I've never used it, but I am so excited. Let's look at the condenser. Speed 210, efficiency 1,240 multiplier. Now look at the, how do we build that though? So it is expensive because you need the 6 refined obsidian ingot, and then you need a refined obsidian alchemy component, which is 3 around the tertius, a tertius, not a normal one. And then it also needs this quartz amplification, which is not that expensive. And then there's the combustion eater. 210% efficiency, 1240%. Again, fuel 17 RF per tick, 21 HU per tick, 7 refined obsidian with 8 around a redstone, and another quartz amplification component. So I sure hope that this is a real thing and I can do it. And that's why I need a ton of refined obsidian. So this is 5, 6. Well, that's not even enough. So what I'm going to need to be able to do this, I'm going to need 8, 16, no, so it's 12 times 2, 24, 24, 30, plus 38, yeah, 38, 38 plus another 8 is 46, 46 plus 7 is 53. What's the heat provider? Refined obsidian heat provider. So I don't know what that's for, but so 53. But with that 53, it should make this setup right here massively, massively more powerful. Because since we made this out of osmium, we got a 156 efficiency production. But 156 efficiency so if we look at this osmium alchemical ore, it's supposed to be 1.07 per. So since we have 156, we're always getting like 3 per 2. Now at 1,240%, if that really works the way it's supposed to, when I'm going to put this osmium in here, 1 is going to give me 12. That is just, it is beyond massive. It's just incredible. We're going to get so much resource that I'm not going to have a problem with anything anymore. Already it's not much of a problem because putting something in here just produces so much. But now the number is just going to be ridiculous. The thing that I'm the most excited for though is I'm hoping that the efficiency also improves the quantity being created for redstone. Like, I don't think that it works that way, so I'm not quite sure why there's an efficiency production in here. But I need a lot more redstone, and I just want to be able to throw 2 sets of recipe in here and get so much more. I'm hoping it's going to have an impact, but I'm really not sure that's how it works. But that was a lot. So I'm going to have to go in my time lapse now. In my time lapse, I'm first going to set up the igneous extruder in the corner so that I can start making as much obsidian as I have lava. I'm going to reset the lava here. I'm going to restart my mob farm, even though it's noisy. Now I need gunpowder. Wow, that took me a while. I need gunpowder more than ever because I need to be able to transform it. So gunpowder, we don't have the gunpowder chicken yet, and there's really nothing. Like, I could put flint in mana infusion, but flint, not necessarily the easiest thing to obtain also. So I really need to start. Oh, I can crush flint. I didn't know that. Combustion, I could combust some flint, but again, flint is not something that's that easy to obtain. Am I kidding myself? Just give me 1 second. I just want to check one thing. Gravel to flint, and flint to gunpowder. No, okay. So I don't really have to worry about my mob farm. I probably should stop it again because I have a better way of getting. I'm going to do it through gravel, because here's the thing. This machine, this double rock crusher, it crushes cobblestone into sand. But the mechanism, like if I look at gravel, and I want to obtain gravel, no, that's the compressor. If I come here, combiner, nope. If I look at, not enrichment chamber, oh, I could enrich some sand, but that's not. Crusher from mechanism. Crusher works. So if I make one crusher, and I put the 2 upgrades in, I'm going to be able to do 5 stacks of cobblestone to gravel. So that's going to give me a lot of flint. So that's one route I'm going to go. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a mechanism crusher. I'm going to set up the obsidian so that I can get some more gunpowder, so that from the gunpowder I can get as much redstone production as I want. Last thing I'm going to leave you on is something very interesting. Here, these 4 machines we're going to make in the next in the next episode. You're crushing it. The rock crusher uses power to automatically grind material and has a 3 times higher chance for giving output. So this rock crushing that I have to put one down and then use a grinder on it, that's over with. I'm going to be able to crush rock, and I'm going to make a setup of that in the next episode, because that's our way of getting diamonds. So we really need to do this. Then the second one is the automatic cleaning. The rock cleaner uses water and power to automatically clean dirty gems and crushed stone and netherrack. So whatever I put through this machine, we're going to push to the rock cleaner. Then we have the automating water. With the aqueous concentrator, you can automatically insert water, and with the aqueous deconcentrator, you can automatically extract water. I'm not sure what these two does. I think they're going to be used to push water into the cleaner. And I don't know if they need to be plunged into water, but we're going to discover them together. And last but not least, the completely automating combustion. The Smart Combustion Controller allows you to fully automate combustion by selecting which item can be made in it. The item closest to the left will be made first, and it can do 10 recipes per second. So I don't know how it works because I've not set it up fully, but I'm going to do some research, and that's probably going to be a game changer for combustion, especially if I combine that with the Obsidian combustion. So guys, I have a lot to do. I'm going to go into a small time lapse just to set up the basic things that I need. Going to make sure that my steel is still ongoing. And that's going to be it for this episode. And in the next episode, we're going to automate some of our oldest technology ever, which I find amazing. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!